इतना सा फर्क है कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में। इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी ये एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और सातवें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन ही नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on this webinar called Business Opportunity Over Chai. Business Opportunity Over Chai is a webinar series presented by the management of Franchise India every day at 12 o'clock in the afternoon with an aim to introduce you to a new business opportunity. Every day, we bring exciting and high potential franchise business opportunities from across the industries. Over the past 27 years, Franchise India has proudly helped thousands of investors finding the right franchise business opportunity and successfully start their entrepreneurial journey. Franchise India, as world's largest integrated franchise solution company, our role is to make sure your investment is safe by taking an informed decision and your journey from investor to entrepreneur is smooth and successful. The objective of this webinar is to give you a direct opportunity to connect with the brand founders, the key stakeholders, understand the business opportunities in detail, and openly ask any sort of questions that you may have related to franchise, investment, growth, before you take the actual decision. In today's webinar, we will talk about the opportunity with a Canadian brand called Cinnzeo. Cinnzeo is a Canadian bakery brand founded in 1997 in Calgary, Canada, built around its iconic freshly baked cinnamon rolls and a warm cafe experience. Over nearly 3 decades, the brand has grown into an international flavor with 50 plus stores worldwide, known for its handcrafted cinnamon rolls, premium coffees, custom crafted beverages, savory items, and a signature love at first bite experience. With strong global recognition and a proven franchise business model, Cinnzeo is now expanding into India, offering a high-demand bakery cafe format, strategic brand support, and a strong product-driven business model, ideal for emerging and established markets. To talk more about this brand and the business opportunities, I'm joined with Ms. Sonia Chaudhary. She is the Managing Director, Franchise India. But before I request her to, take the lead and start talking more about the brand, the business opportunities, I would like to play a video which can give you a little bit idea about how this brand is. And also, meanwhile, I would also like to request all the joiners that in case if you would like to ask any questions related to the brand or the business, please keep on posting your queries into the Q&A box, and we will take them up once the presentation is over. Now, let me just play the video.
and hats and scarves and knee socks and wearing tights for the first time in months. And when the mornings are all chilly and you can see your breath. Check it out. I'm drunk, this stuff is crazy. What would you do for love?
Can you open up the door? I know you said before we can't cope with anymore. They told me.
How sweet it is to be loved by you.
Obsessed, obsessed, obsessed.
Thank you,
All right.
Bharat, for this video. And friends, a very good afternoon to all of you. I'll request all of you, if you have any queries, please use the Q&A box. I saw some of you have been also raising your hands. So anything on the overall business model opportunity that you want to ask, we'll be happy to address that in the course of the webinar and also after for a detailed discussion. So very quickly, friends, just to add on what Bharat talked about on the brand that we're presenting today. This is a company and a brand which is based out of Canada, which started in 1997. And today they operate about 70 plus locations worldwide. And Franchise India is the proud master franchise partner for Cinnzeo in India. And as I speak, I'm also happy to tell all our listeners, we have our first partner for Cinnzeo already appointed in Hyderabad. And our first location will soon, very soon, be operational in the city. So Cinnzeo is a short of Cinnamon-zeo. It's a Canadian bakery cafe chain known for the gourmet cinnamon rolls, specialty coffees, and baked products. And the brand has grown into a recognizable name in the bakery cafe segment with a very strong presence across North America, Middle East, and parts of Asia. And their focus is on freshly baked and in-store preparation, with the aroma-driven experience forming a very big part of their overall appeal. I'll also give you a little understanding of, the opportunity that we have for a category like this in India. So if you look at the overall, rising demand for premium indulgence, India's target audience, which includes our middle, upper middle consumers, they are increasingly seeking for affordable indulgence, which includes freshly baked premium desserts, coffee, which are also viewed as experiential treats. And cinnamon rolls, these are warm, handcrafted, aromatic, which hit the comfort zone, and also the indulgence, which is a sweet spot for our consumers. So Cinnzeo offers the entire cafe experience with a very international. Am I audible, Bharat?
Yes, you're audible.
Because I see my network going off. So
Same
it
here.
offers an international but very familiar comfort that resonates with India's aspirational urban class. And there's a big shift today from, I would say, all dine day cafe consumers, which are moving away from single purpose desert stores. And Cinnzeo evolving menu, which includes breakfast rolls, coffee, smoothies, sandwiches, which perfectly fits into all day cafe model. So it's a completely experiential led, a very differentiation consumer that we are addressing today, which are choosing brands that deliver experience over convenience. And the concept of Cinnzeo, as you saw also in the videos, we have open kitchen concept, which is live roll making and signature aroma, which turns each outlet into a destination experience, is something that we stand for. So we'll quickly run you through a small presentation, friends. Any questions, like I said, you have, we'll be happy to take these questions, and you can write these questions in the Q&A box. So the story began with one small bakery and a very simple mission. Cinnzeo wanted to make the best tasting cinnamon rolls on the earth, and every roll is handmade from scratch, which ensures freshness and authenticity. And the brand still holds, from their starting in 1997, they still hold on their cinnamon and their Canadian values and pride, with a very big emphasis on customer experience, a very warm ambience, an open baking process, which is visible to the consumers, and a fresh aroma, which kind of, I would say, attracts people to come. The vision of the company is overall to spread the Cinnzeo joy across the world. Next slide, please. So how the brand is positioned, it is a premium indulgence brand in the bakery cafe space, which is focused on freshness, aroma, and a very strong visual appeal, which I would say is the USP for the brand. It appeals to young family audiences, especially those visiting malls or cafes for a social outing. And the stores typically feature open baking counters, which allow customers to see the cinnamon rolls being prepared in front of them, which reinforces freshness and the quality. And it is the aroma and the freshness which makes Cinnzeo instantly recognizable. Our clients, our guests, they love watching the rolls crafted live in front of them. And our signature products include cinnamon rolls, which are Cinnzeo cinnamon rolls, which is a trademark. They're made with the special cinnamon, and these are best brown sugar and rice cream cheese frosting, which is served it with. And it complements the entire overall pairing, which includes our coffee, which is a part of our beverage overall, menu. And it is a complete cafe experience and not just a dessert shop. Next slide. So, as a brand, we are evolving from a pure dessert brand to a cafe model. And the new menu introductions, which you see, they include our cheese rolls, they include breakfast sandwiches, smoothies, and also coffee-based beverages. And our core product and offering signature, which includes freshly baked hand-rolled cinnamon rolls. They're made with proprietary dough and frosting. We also have mini rolls and roll bites, which are smaller snack-sized versions, which are catering to on-the-go consumers. And the third category is specialty coffee and beverages, which includes our espressos, our cappuccinos. We also have iced drinks and also hot chocolate and other hot beverages. And there's a big range of savories, which is our baked items and pastries, which includes pretzels, croissants, muffins, and also cookies as a part of our menu. So overall, the menu categories include our signature cinnamon rolls. This is the core product line and the heart of the brand, which is made, like I said, hand-rolled dough. And then comes our mini snack format. These are small shareable versions for a quick service, takeaway, ideal for gifting. And the third is a savory range, which is obviously different market to market, which has rolls, stuffed buns. We also do flatbread rolls and also cheese, spinach, and chicken rolls, which are part of a savory range. And then there is an extensive menu, which includes our entire beverage, which includes our tea, iced tea, hot and coffee, cold beverages. And then we have combos and meal sets, which is typically a roll and a coffee combo for our consumers. Family boxes, we have large boxes also, we have small boxes, takeaway packs. There are multiple rolls for sharing or gifting occasions, like I said. Next slide. So, what are we looking at? So Cinnzeo is now inviting partners in India who can join us in the global expansion journey. The brand offers a very high quality, in-demand comfort food category. It's a proven concept with consistent success across multiple countries, established brand systems, training and marketing support, which is given by the parent company and by the India parent, which is Franchise India, which holds the master rights. And we're looking for ideal partners who come with operations in mind. So we're looking for operator partners and entrepreneurs, or even somebody who comes with a retail or an F&B experience. So today, somebody who has an F&B experience of any Indian, good brand or maybe an international brands. That is something that we're looking at. Next slide. So a bit on the training and the other support structure. So Cinnzeo has a very comprehensive support systems from pre-launch to our daily operations, and the model ensures that our franchise partners are not operating by themselves. So we have a bakery support team that will work with the partners in guiding them, training them, giving them all operational assistance. We also have very strong vendor partnerships to maintain the global standards of quality at a very controlled cost, because these are global contracts that we have signed with our vendors. And there's also an IT and PS support for smooth day-to-day operations at the outlet. And there's a separate team which also works with our partners to do the entire design and share that with our partners based on the location, which is very unique, one location to the other. Next slide, please. Back, Bharat, if you go on the back slide. Yeah, let's stay there. And then we also have a very detailed marketing and brand visibility that we are currently doing on Cinnzeo. We remain very active across all platforms, which includes our social media, which is our Facebook, Insta, Twitter pages. There's a lot of regional advertisement, which is tailored to local markets. When I say local market, it is not country at the larger level, but very micro local marketing wherever we are opening. There's centralized brand communication with all local flavors which are integrated and also a very big focus on marketing, which largely emphasizes our entire communication around aroma, freshness, indulgence, and the warmth that the overall cafe experience brings. Next slide. Next slide. I think I've covered. Next. So this is our standard structure. So complete end-to-end franchise a support structure from site selection to helping our partners get the right location. So we have a centralized team of Cinnzeo, which also works with our partner to get the right location. The locations that we're currently looking at is ideally mall locations in the atrium, preferably on the ground floor. We'll also work with the partners in the entire store design, fit out, and branding, pre-launch, the marketing, which is pre-launch marketing and induction and training, and all ongoing operational and marketing support. So exclusive territory rights are also given. So we have two formats that we are looking at. One is a format which is an area franchise format where a partner would get exclusive rights of the territory and will also get the rights to sub-franchise. And the other is a unit or a multi-unit format where you can become a partner with a single store or multiple stores. And as our partners, you get the entire end-to-end support, including all the SOPs, operational manual, all online, support of our marketing, which is centralized, and all brand assets are given to our partners. So we'll quickly come on the offering. We go on the next slide. So this is what our offering is. We're looking at largely two formats. But I think cafe, which is 600 square feet in the mall atrium space, is something that we would more closely look at. So one is a 600 square feet of format. The area requirement is about 600 square feet of space. And if you're doing a sit down, which also has about 40 odd covers, we would do 1000 square feet of space. But our preference is largely malls, atrium spaces, like I said. Our total investment is about 40 odd lakhs. The franchise fee component for a smaller format is about 8 lakhs. And the entire investment includes, the 40 lakh investment includes our component of franchise fees. And it also includes other investments, which is your fit out cost is included in our entire investment. And we also have the equipment and the software cost, the smallware cost, all that is part of the entire investment. So broadly, our investment would include these. And this would largely be, just to give you a breakup, our franchise fees stands at about 8 odd lakhs. The cost of our equipment would be close to about 18 odd lakhs for a smaller format. For a bigger format, it will go up to 20 odd lakhs. The capex of the store, we've kept at about 2,000 rupees per square feet. So for about 600 square feet, there should be somewhere around 10 to 11 odd lakhs kind of a investment. And then we have a design fee and training fee for our partners, which in totality is about 3 odd lakhs. And there's a POS cost and IT cost, which is a 50,000 fee, and every year the license has to be renewed. Now, in a business of F&B, typically, if I like to maybe explain how our operating cost structure works. Our operating expenses has the following heads. One is the food cost, which is the main component in the operating expenses. So our food cost in this business, including any kind of wastage, which is also not the case because our entire product has been designed, the SOPs has been designed in a manner which reduces wastage completely. But overall food cost for us is approximately 30%. Then we have a rental that we are assuming should be between 20 to 25% if you're taking the top leading malls, and we have taken that on the higher side because we don't want to compromise on the location. And this also includes your common area maintenance charges. So anything between 20 to 25% should be your idle rental. And then we have another expense, which is your utility expenses, which includes your electricity, water, which is another 5% that we have taken. And we've also kept another 1% as the marketing fee, which ideally should be spent for local marketing, inviting any kind of local promotions that our partner is doing. So that cost remains there. And then 7% becomes our overall royalty. Now, when we take all these expenses together, approximately 75% is the overall expense, which leaves an operating margin of approximately 20 to 25% for a single unit. And it is a very idiot-proof operations. We don't need a very heavy staff at the counter. So the typical staff which is required at a 600 square feet, we need about 3 people to be there at the staff. And the average salaries of these staff combined should not cross 1 lakh rupees. So ideally should be about 75,000 to and under 1 lakh rupees should be our cost of the staff. And because this is not a very specialized skill staff, because the entire operations are very idiot proof, anyone can be trained. So the overall staff cost for us will remain comparatively low, which should be somewhere around 10 odd percent should be the ideal cost of our salaries to the staff. So all that put together becomes about 75%, like I said. And the overall, break-even period we are looking at is about 2.5 odd years. The agreement with our partners would be about 5 years, and then the same agreement can also be renewed for a period of another 5 years after the term of 5 years has got over, with a renewal fee of 30 odd percent. Now, outside this unit partnership, like I said, we also have area model, which is an area development model also available. So I'll request Bharat, if you want to remove that, I'd like to show our friends our territories which are currently open. Yeah. Like I said, so we have both opportunities available. One is a unit partnership where you can own and operate a single unit in any of the two formats or multiple locations. And second is the right to own a complete territory. We have split India into 20 territories where, like I said, Hyderabad has already been awarded. Our first location will come up in Hyderabad. So the top two territories are Delhi NCR, which includes a bigger region, which includes Delhi, which includes Noida, Gurgaon, Greater Noida, and Greater Gurgaon. So the overall opportunity that we see is about 30 odd locations for Delhi NCR. And the overall right to own the territory would be about 90 odd lakhs. And same would be the case for Bombay. So these are the top two, territories in India with the highest number of malls which are in these two markets. Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai would be a minimum rollout of 20 odd locations, which a corresponding fee of 60 lakhs as a territory fee. And then we have Pune, Kolkata, Goa, Rajasthan, Gujarat, and Northeast, and also West Bengal, UP, and other states that you see, which is MP, Chhattisgarh, the rest of Telangana, and Kerala. These are the markets where we see a minimum potential of 15 odd locations that can be rolled out in a span of 5 years. And then comes Tri-City, Punjab, which is pegged at about 10 locations in 5 years. And then we have clubbed Uttarakhand, Jammu, and Himachal as another 10 locations together in these markets. And then is rest of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, which is 8 locations each. So while we have created these 20 territories, but having said that, our first priority would be the top, I would say 10 markets in India, which includes markets like Delhi NCR, then it is Bombay, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Pune, Kolkata, and even Chandigarh, which is Tri-City. These would be our initial top markets we want to go in. And any partner which comes with the right, I would say, experience and has potential to operate a larger territory will be happy to also club a bigger territory. So, which means that somebody who's taking a Bangalore, and if we feel there's a potential for a partner to operate a larger territory, we can also discuss the entire Karnataka, which includes the rest of Karnataka together with Bangalore, and same with Hyderabad, which includes the rest of Andhra Pradesh, can also be clubbed together. So depending on the potential of our partners and the bandwidth they have, we are happy to even restructure these territories that we have created. So what does a partner get? So as an area developer, you have to own and operate one location by yourself. So the investment would be same that you saw for a unit franchise partner. But your revenue streams are following. So there's a revenue which comes on each sign up of a unit under the area developer. So number of rollouts under you, if there are 30 rollouts to be done, 29 is what you would sub-franchise. And on every single unit that is sub-franchised, our area developer will also get a share of the franchise fees, which is 50%. So if this is for example, a 8 lakh franchise fees, on every sign up, there is a 4 lakh franchise fees which comes to a partner. So if you're talking about 29 odd locations to be sub-franchised, typically our partner over a course of 5 years would make about 58 odd lakhs, which is 4 into about 29 odd locations, 1 crore 16 odd lakhs only through franchise fees. And second is a recurring fee, which is a royalty fee, which is collected every month from all the locations which are operating in the territory. our partners will also get a 50% share on the royalties. So there are largely two shares. One is a share on the franchise fees, which is 50%. So if you're taking 8 lakhs as a franchise fees, 4 lakhs goes to a partner on acquisition of every single unit in the territory. And the second is a recurring fee, which is a royalty, which is a monthly fee, which is paid by the subunits collected by us. And 50% of that royalty also goes to a partner. Now, with the rollout that we have looked at, that is a minimum rollout that we foresee to be done in a span of 5 years, but there's no limitation to go upwards. But this is something minimum that we see based on the market opportunity, the addressable market that we see, the locations and the real estate which is available in these markets. And as an area developer, one thing I want to also add, because Franchise India owns the master franchise rights for Cinnzeo. So any location where we have an area partner who works with us in that area, he owns the territory exclusively. We'll also have our local teams that will work with our partner to also develop the territory. And that is something which is very, very important, which mostly, I would say no companies, whether these are global brands or Indian companies or awarding area franchisees, they don't give this kind of support to their partners. And that is the reason, because Franchise India already runs a very big ecosystem, of a big investor community. People are looking to invest in businesses. We do a lot of physical events and digital events every single day, every single month, where all my regional partners get an opportunity to not only represent in the events, but they also get a regional spoke, which is my local team in that market. For example, in Hyderabad, now I have a local partner, and this partner is supported by my local teams in the territory to develop the territory of Hyderabad. So the cost of acquisition of the network for our area developer becomes, in fact, zero. So there is no cost of acquisition. So the entire marketing for lead generation in the territory, acquisition of partners would be done through the support of the team at the regional office. So these were the territories, friends, which I wanted to share with you. Now, we're looking at both, like I said, we're looking at largely area partners who become co-founders as our early phase of expansion for the brand, except for the market of Hyderabad, because we already have our partner who's been awarded the rights in Hyderabad. So Hyderabad will be happy to consider any kind of unit deals, multi-unit deals somebody wants to open. But rest of India is open for area franchise and exclusive territorial rights. We, in fact, launched the brand only in the month of November. We had a large show that happened in Geo Convention in Mumbai in November. That was the first time we ever launched the show. So at the show. So we're just about 2.5 months since our launching and our signing of the contract. And we are looking forward to meeting and speaking to like-minded people who believe in the brand values, have preferably, if you come with some kind of experience in the F&B space or service space, is something that we would definitely would like to consider. We'll also leave our direct details. I'll request Bharat if we can share a hotline number, and I will also leave our email ID, which I can share. I see a question, Shreya. Are there single store options? Absolutely, Shreya. So we also have single store options, which is unit franchises. Somebody wants to own maybe a single outlet, can definitely do that. How can we connect with the or expansions? Khushbu, we've got your details. Our teams can get in touch with you. But like I said, we have all centralized support structure. So the entire project management happens centrally from the Cinnzeo team, which is headquartered in India, from the supply chains to our equipments and to the entire, I would say, management of the project, right from the time we select the site to the time that it's handed over for operations. So all that is monitored internally with our teams. I'll be happy to answer any of the questions, friends, if you have any. I will also share an email ID where you can reach out to me directly. So we have a gentleman called Puneet, who's leading this project. Unfortunately, he could not make it for today's webinar, but I'll leave an email ID of mine. If you want to reach out, please feel free to do so. And also a hotline number, which is 9717683838. So, and my WhatsApp number I'd like to share is 8800493185. So thank you, friends, for being with us today. Have a great day ahead. And before we close, I think Bharat has also left in the chat box. There's another webinar that we are doing at 3 p.m. today. This is a company called FIHL, which is the largest brand in the space of dry cleaning, #1 dry cleaning chain in the world, which is headquartered in France. And in fact, Franchise India is also a proud partner with FIHL. So 3 o'clock, if you are interested to look at something in the servicing space and dry cleaning space with world's leading #1 dry cleaning chain, we have webinar at 3 o'clock, which you can join. Thank you so much, friends. Have a great day.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. So anyone would like to get in touch with us, you have number there in the chat box. The franchise number is 9717683838, or you can also write to us at feedback@franchisender.in. Or in case if you would like to get in touch with Sonia, ma'am, she also has shared her email ID and the number, easily contactable. So that's it for the day, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tomorrow. See you tomorrow once again with a new brand, and we'll explore another business.